during the game, and the crowd in Atlanta booed. They were did not get a good reception there for Floyd Mayweather in Atlanta.
All right, thank you for your time on the show, Sonny. We hope that we have more time next week when you're going to be filling us in with all this happening in the NBA. Thank you so very much.
I apologize to your viewers for the audio problems.
All right, that was Sonny Young. We do apologize. We couldn't hear him clearly. He was trying to fill us in with what is happening in the NBA. Sonny will be joining us again next week. We hope that we'll have a clear reception then. All right, Femi, let's go back to what you were talking about before we went on to Sonny. He's been telling us about what's going on.
Yes, the importance of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and also what's going on in the Western and Eastern Conference, talking about the finals, that would lead us up to the main one.
Yes, but I think Sonny has done justice with the NBA. So, but in Nigeria, we have the Atlantic and the Savannah Conference. But quickly, I think what makes this All-Star event very special is the fact that this year there's the return of the slam dunk contest as well as the three-point shootout. And then a special recognition for the illustrious sons, that's what I call them, of basketball in Nigeria. But this is the All-Star list for the Atlantic Conference. We have Ben Uzo, who, of course, was a former NBA player of Lagos Islanders, Jason Ebie. We have Romaric Kwenom, that's Romaric, no Romanus. We have Tunji Awojobi, AJ Ahmed, those are the starters. We have Lanre Alimi of Kwara Falcons, Emmanuel Dayo, Emmanuel Balogun, and Malik Taylor of Kwara Falcons and right. And we have Solomon Ajegbei of Union Bank, Umar Garba, that's a rookie in the league, making his first All-Star appearance. I must say that guy shoots the ball with reckless abandon. And we have Mojuba Oluwa Oyeleye,
All-Stars from the Atlantic
That's
All-Stars
for the Atlantic Conference.
Run us through this one quickly.
Yes, no surprise from the Savannah Conference. Usman Abubakar, famously called Nda Abu, he's also one of the most famous shooters in the league. Stanley Gumut, one of the guys in the senior national team last year at the Afro Basket for Mark Mentors. We have Abdul Yaha, Matthew Omenya, we have Victor Anthony of Mark Mentors. Those are the starters, the first five, and then Ibrahim Yusuf of the bench. Azoma Dike, a former most valuable player who played last season in the Atlantic Conference for the Down Warriors. Now he's in the Savannah Conference with Mark Mentors. We have Femi Emmanuel of Play 2 Picks, Abdul Wahab Yaya, they call him Jordan. He's playing 4 Kano Pillars in there, and we also have the rest: Dele Ademola, Eli Ibrahim, and Manasseh Akeranan of.
Let me quickly ask you this: when you see lists, when lists are drawn, when players are selected, a lot of people want to ask this question: can you truly say this from both sides, Atlantic Conference and Savannah, that this is a true representation of the best players in both conferences?
Well, actually, these players came about a voting system, where all the coaches in the league, head coaches of the 16 teams, gave out their best 5 players and substitutes, as well as some section of the media. And we know, like every popularity vote, sometimes there are always sentimental attachments, that come along with it. But I must say, 80–85%. I think this list goes well. Maybe 1 or 2 names I would like to see in the All-Star game. But we've seen that happen everywhere. I remember in the last 2 seasons, Kobe Bryant had virtually been injured, but he still got to make the playoffs despite not even playing, in the season. But he was voted sentimentally because of how good he can play. Same thing happened to James Harden, who was snubbed off, this year from the voters. Now, up until, of course, the coach. Steve Kerr called him up as one of the reserves, for the All-Stars. So really, sometimes the big names get to miss the All-Star games. That necessarily doesn't compromise
doesn't take the shine.
Or doesn't take the shine off the system that brought them in. But I want to say it's been fair enough. These players, who have actually come, they are really the top dogs in the league. And of course, they deserve to be there. The slam dunk contest will also take place, and a couple of players will be seen to dunk. We've missed the slam dunk contest; it's not been there in the last 2 editions. We have Yaya Abdul of Mark Mentors, William Ndombe of Lagos Islanders, formerly of Lagos Islanders, who went to Union Bank. Yes, how to dunk, and of course, Menace will be there. Dele Ademola, Mojuba Oyeleye, and of course, Usman Musa. Why the 3-point contest? Timothy Kwaya won, the last event, which was 2 years ago. That guy shoots expect
I was
a
there on
lot. And of course, we have Azoma Dike, another good shooter. Stanley Gumu, Shola Alayonde, a former junior captain, of the Nigerian national team. Dayo Emmanuel, Stanley Eze, a rookie in the league with Union Bank. That boy has actually shown a lot of confidence, looking at the fact that he's just playing in the league for the first time. I must say he deserves a lot of commendation. And Emmanuel Garbo and Jason Ebi. But to tip it up is the fact that there will be legends that will be celebrated, people who have done a lot for the game of basketball right from inception. Some of them are late, some are still alive, and all of them will be honored. Let me just quickly run you through those names. First is Major General Joseph Galba. They call him Joe Galba, who also helped basketball. You have late Godwin Anani in the list, and of course the late coach Emmanuel Chagu.
All of these
the
guys will
living
be honored?
Yes, they will be honored. The living ones, of course, Oliver B. Johnson, coach. We have Alabi Adelanwa, and Gani Otenigba, both famed to have coached Akim Olajuwon at some point before he traveled out of the country. And of course, Coach Agbuola Pinero, who is the chairman of the league board of the league in Nigeria.
All right, let's take it a step higher and talk about the All-African Games and Afro Basket qualifiers. Initially, we thought it was going to be this May. It has been moved forward. Let's really talk about this, Femi.
Yes, the women are in camp and they're preparing, but their game will no longer be played in May. It's now been shifted to June. It's going to be the 4th to 6th of June in Abidjan. Now, we're only going to be facing Cote d'Ivoire just for that solitary ticket. Remember, the draws have been made, so it's all about qualifying. In that group B, in the AfroBasket come September, is Angola, we have Senegal, we have Algeria. We are waiting for Zone 2 qualifiers and a wild card, and the winner between Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire. That game will be taking place on the 4th of June. I'm being told between 4th to 6th, and I think it will go through 2 legs. So winning will guarantee us going. And all the girls are in camp. The major girls we're expecting from outside the country, and one more who should be coming in the next few days, Sarah Ogoke from Angola. So our chances are really, really bright, with the way the girls have actually come home, to support.
All right,
the team.
our parting shot. Let's talk about Zenith women basketball. Most times we are always talking about the guys. So what's the update? What is new? What is happening?
Due to the fact that the date for the qualifier has been shifted backwards, the League 2, the second phase of the league, has also been pushed back. The second phase was supposed to start from the 4th of June till about the 14th, but because the game against Cote d'Ivoire now will be played on the 4th, most of the players for some of these clubs, of course, will be engaged on national duty. So the opening date for the second phase in Ilorin has been shifted back to the 8th of June. So the second phase of the league in Ilorin will be starting on the 8th. So teams have been given more time, to actually prepare and get their team set. And of course, the girls who have gone on national duty will also be back on time, of course, to help their teams in their view to gather points so as to qualify for the final later in Lagos in the season.
All right, finally, before we wrap things up, once again, let me allow you to tell basketball lovers, who want to enjoy the All-Star game, when it's going to take place, and a quick rundown of a lineup of events.
Yes, like I said, this year is different. It starts from the venue. It's going to be at the National Stadium, Missouri. Usually it was at the sports hall of the University of Lagos. So this year is National Stadium. The games will be starting by 2. We'll be seeing secondary school game between, I think, Day Waterman College and Avicenna College first by 2 p.m. Then we'll see all the other activities, the slam dunk event, the 3-point shooting. And there will also be a skills challenge. A skills challenge will involve a veteran, that is a legend, a celebrity, and a player in the league. So that's one thing to look out for. So those
NBA style.
Yes, and of course the host will be Sound Sultan, there, and there'll be a lot of music, a lot of funfair, and
the sponsors, between basketball and entertainment.
Exactly, and the sponsors have said that DSTV now, they will be bringing a whole lot of stuff, for fans who come out to watch. So it's a complete package of sports and entertainment, and I can guarantee that no one will leave the arena the same way they came. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Femi, for filling us in with all that is happening on the domestic scene in basketball. Well, that's how we have to wrap things up tonight on the show. We do hope that you've enjoyed everything we've been able to bring to you. Sports Tonight comes your way again tomorrow. Till then, bye-bye now.